How you doing, everybody? Blazing Snake here, coming at you live with the Outer Worlds. Before we begin, I want to say now, I just finished making up my own Patreon. Base thing it being $30, the max one being $20. If you want to support me, because somebody actually watches my shit, I don't know. But if you want to support me or anything, go on my Patreon. You can see what all the tiers are about. $3 basically gets you a shout out on one of these if I actually look on Patreon. $5 you could join in like chill streams or whatnot, where the game would be multiplayer. Like say if I were to go back on Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead Online Wild Times or something, you could actually join in. I need to turn this music down a little bit. But if you're to do $5, you could join me on like a chill stream and whatnot. $10, I think I'll add you to my like PS4 friends list or my Steam friends list, whichever one. And like the $20 donation, you can actually influence some of the videos. Like if I was to do a VR chat video or something, you can actually join in and we'd throw around ideas of what we could do or whatnot. But that's the basis of it. So basically $20 basically gives you like a director seat to some of them shit. Now part of what I'm hoping to use said money for is mostly to improve what I record with. And because I'm recording, most of what I record with is like the natural PS4 streaming thing. And I'm also doing the GeForce GTX streaming service thing that is included. But apparently, as I found out with stuff like Knights of the Old Republic 1 and whatnot, I can't be doing normal streaming stuff with that. So my idea is to like get sometime soon a capture card, plug in, and like try to see if I can hook that up to my Xbox or something, and record KOTOR 1 that way. Record it through my Switch or something. I'd rather do it through the Xbox. So I'm also eating a pack of crackers, because this is like a couple hours before I gotta go to work. But anyway, I might be able to get something done here. Now, this game was made by the same people who made the original Fallout developers, Obsidian. So there's a lot of Fallout-like stuff with this.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. A crack shot. Capital. A steady hand at the helm. Someone with a talent for exploiting insecurities. At least you know the value of money.
Not that it really matters what kind of shit you give your character, but
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Big ol' load of it.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
And shit hits the fan the second you step out.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
I'm about to say they don't hear me. Well, I've got the headset on, do they?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I just... We were out on patrol. Then my gun misfired. Right through... Just barely scraped by with my life. Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniff... Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Here, you can have my safe. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. Yes! The Hope? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm... You hit your head or something? Edgewater's a little...
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without... I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't... Really? Shouldn't have done that. We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders. I just, you know. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost. You know what? You're right. It's time we...
Here we go.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous. Please be informed that I am authorized. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed. This vessel is the I am incapable of accepting. I understand. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain. Well done, Captain Hawthorne. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. The main drive's power regulator. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within high-capacity power regulator. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain. This cartridge identifies you. Best of luck.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, because you sure... And if this ship is yours, well... I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. Edgewater's not too... Now, if you'll excuse me...
That and the ship can't really even move anywhere, so the fuck's the difference?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? Ain't safe. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for... Definitely not the junior... If you've got business in... Look, you are... I'll be around.
Shit.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. And music to my ear.
That elevator music.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson.
Seems we've got a guest. Really, I do apologize. I was given no... You were saying...
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... Oh.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strict. My apologies. I am not in the habit of... I'm Reed Thompson, outposted... Of course not. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically... I can't let you have our power regulator. But... Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly... Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but... No, I do not imagine they will be... The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters. Edgewater is... If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince... Speak to their leader. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We belong to one community. The Spacer's Choice...
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if the...
I hesitate to part ways. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant.
Great!
Well, I am glad to hear...
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And it's just... Mr. Thompson had... Oh, he ain't a liar. It's just... He doesn't always get where... To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. I don't know anybody well. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around. Ask... Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the... Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear the... Life's hard here. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about... Thanks, miss. I just think when you gotta... That's what my dad used...
After all, I ain't a dick.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. And Ms. Holcomb as well.
Just tag...
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison.
What?
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I can't imagine what... Depriving them of safety. I can see Ms. Holcomb has a soft heart. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure... If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty, and I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by What? No! I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. Glad it's a handwritten journal. A faded... Thank you.
I'll go get a drink real quick. Sorry about that. I knocked my controller down.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
I wanted to actually see if it was saying Tsuchinoko or something. Because it's actually shaped like one. Speaking of which, I might actually do a chill stream on Metal Gear Solid 5.
Here we go! Don't mess with us. That's the last of them.
And yeah, I do plan to go back into Boneworks sometime soon. Probably this coming Tuesday or Thursday, depending on what goes on then. Cool. If I remember correctly, flaws are basically like little negative things, but they increase like points you get per level. Something like that. I don't remember. Also, in terms of Elden Ring, I'm not stopping playing on that. It's just I'm kind of stuck right now. Part of my plan is for right now is to finish Iron Fist Alexander's, aka Pot Friends, quest line. So I can use him for help against the fire giant.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Answers, huh? You must be one. Yeah, that's us. If you're gonna start wandering around... Over... Enough with the... Explain... No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing. It's not like Zoe to go... Can't imagine... Could do without...
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be... I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb.
Excuse me, Miss McDowell.
Why, thank you. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobacco. A home for anyone who's ever turned... So like the spores of the puff... It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as... Reed Tubb. Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out... He would do such a thing. Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts. If you're going down to the plant, you should think about it. You'd be liber... You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Hulk?
He was tired all the time, sure, but...
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she
all...
That was... Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery... You bring power to Reed's town. Life in...
If I remember correctly, their town's cannibals or some shit.
poke around in here.
Process. Unexpected. Invest.
Got him all. The control room should be off to the... Right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Well, speed.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
Oh. Searching for unauthorized person.
Alrighty then.
Unexpected. Security.
Incoming!
You shush.
Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk? Incoming! That's the last of them. Incoming!
No, just leave me alone. Not real. You're not real. You're not real. You can talk? See, Higgins? Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Hard to say. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrub. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentry. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanic. You know, you remind me of... I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. There's a behavior control... Oh, that reminds me.
I actually find it funny that everything in this game is first person.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
System up. Searching coming. Unauthorized.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil? Incoming!
Processing.
Yeah, I did reprogram them.
The last. I'm not sure what the ride is. Something you need? That's on. I don't. She was in another division of the space. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. Could be.
I guess that was a perk or the slide was a perk or something.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, do you... I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever... But the town's got some good people in it. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are... I hate to say it, but I think... Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. Sorry, I didn't mean to... Really?
Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes and whatever lands on the 5th tick is what I'm choosing. Or actually, no. 6th tick, make it even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, let's make it 7. And we'll start up from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You want to know what gets... Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. I never knew how right I was. Is that... liberating? Edgewater is my home. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you... All right, I'll order my guards to stand down. Stand down, all of you.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? I would have paid my last 5 bits. My son worked in that cannery. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery. Blunt as a hammer. Time's come to look toward the future. I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have I am curious. You're not quite like anyone else. You're welcome among...
Sus. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Is this your ship? Oh, gosh. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I have. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. And if you ever need a pair of eyes, yes, Captain.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. What can I do for you? Do you know? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering. Our engine room is... What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are... I am prepared to bring the We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former... How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Oh, yes, that's what you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and the Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive... You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so... In theory, I suppose you could land your... Cascadia is utterly seething with danger. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and Excellent. I'll send her a while. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus. Excellent. And for the board's...
Transmission ended.
I'll be right back. We'll fly up to the ground breaker first, but
Breaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
so anyway, go ahead and save. Like I said before, if you want to support my shit and whatnot, go on my Patreon. Everything's all there to be able to put whatever amount that you want to put towards this. As I said before, $3 you get a shout out. $5 you get to hang out with me in the chill streams or whatnot. 10 you get to be added to my friends list on here. We can play games or whatnot. And then $20 you can help direct or whatever. Be happy if you do. If you don't, it's fine too. Like, comment, subscribe to Patreon, do whatever. Peace. I'm out.